the Trump administration's withdrawal from the International Center for the Prosecution of the Crime of Aggression against Ukraine, ICPA, marks a stark shift in U.S. foreign policy, signaling a concerning embrace of appeasement towards Vladimir Putin and a betrayal of Ukraine's valiant struggle for freedom. This decision, announced by the Department of Justice, unravels 2 years of committed U.S. involvement under the Biden administration, which had pledged to hold Putin accountable for the 2022 invasion and the subsequent atrocities committed by Russian forces. The ICPA, a vital international body established to prosecute the leaders of Russia, Belarus, North Korea, and Iran for the crime of aggression, a grave violation of international law, has suffered a significant blow with the U.S. withdrawal. This action undermines the very foundation of international justice and sends a chilling message to authoritarian regimes worldwide. Aggression can be perpetrated with impunity. The decision stands in stark contrast to the previous administration's commitment to supporting Ukraine. Just months ago, under Attorney General Merrick Garland, the U.S. proudly announced a $1 million contribution to the Hague-based ICPA, a landmark gesture of solidarity. This financial support was coupled with the unprecedented step of sending a U.S. prosecutor to actively participate in the center's investigations alongside prosecutors from Ukraine, Poland, the Baltic states, Romania, and the International Criminal Court, ICC. Garland's statement at the time echoed the unwavering support of the American people for Ukraine's fight for democracy against Russia's brutal and unjust war. His words, "The United States stands in steadfast and unwavering support for the people of Ukraine as they defend their democracy against the brutal and unjust war being waged by the Russian regime," now ring hollow in the face of this abrupt reversal. The New York Times, citing an internal letter from Eurojust, the European Union Agency for Criminal Justice Cooperation, the ICPA's parent organization, highlights the seismic impact of this U.S. withdrawal. The letter undoubtedly paints a grim picture, emphasizing the loss of crucial investigative resources and the diminished international pressure on Russia. This withdrawal doesn't merely represent a loss of financial contribution. It represents a loss of moral authority, a weakening of international resolve, and a dangerous erosion of the principles upon which a just and stable world order is built. The Trump administration's justification for this withdrawal remains shrouded in ambiguity. However, the timing and context strongly suggest a prioritization of political expediency over upholding international law and supporting a nation fighting for its very survival. This action throws into question the U.S. commitment to international justice and raises serious concerns about future U.S. engagement in similar international efforts to hold perpetrators of war crimes accountable. The implications extend far beyond Ukraine. This decision emboldens other would-be aggressors, signaling that the international community's commitment to justice is conditional and susceptible to the whims of political shifts. It underscores the fragility of international legal frameworks and the critical need for sustained, unwavering support from key global players like the United States to ensure accountability for international crimes. The withdrawal is not simply a bureaucratic maneuver. It is a profound moral failure. It represents a betrayal of the Ukrainian people, a blow to the cause of international justice, and a dangerous precedent that will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences for global peace and security. The international community must now redouble its efforts to compensate for this setback and reaffirm its commitment to holding Russia accountable for its actions in Ukraine. The future of international justice depends on it. The silence from the current administration on this crucial decision only amplifies the concerns of those who see this as a dangerous step backwards, a cynical abandonment of a key ally, and a grave threat to the very fabric of international law. The repercussions of this decision will undoubtedly resonate for years to come, shaping the international landscape and influencing the conduct of future conflicts. The world watches with apprehension as this profound shift in U.S. foreign policy unfolds, questioning the long-term implications for global security and the future of international justice. The ramifications are far-reaching and deeply troubling.